Let me tell you a story.
Welcome to My Skeptical Sister.
I'm Megan, the skeptical one,
I'm Erin the Believer.
and it's summer.
Oh my gosh. You're so dumb.
Don't know what to say. Oh,
We have a
Saturday.
change of scenery. I am holding my microphone, which is new.
Yeah, it's a little risky.
It is a little risky. If there's extra sound turbulence, I'm very sorry, especially to Rue, who's going to try to probably get rid of them. And girl, I don't know if you can.
Yeah, but listen, you all just haven't made us big yet, because the minute you do, we'll get a studio.
Yeah, come on.
So really, it's on you guys. This is all
your
fault, fans.
Yeah, though I don't mind holding the microphone, and I'm pretty good at keeping it steady, except that, see, look, I want to let go of it with one
don't
hand
let go of it.
to get a beer,
Ooh, that's going to be really tricky.
but I keep making a little springy noise. Hold on, here we go.
Does this
Okay.
help?
Yeah, that's what it needed.
You know, as a distraction, like when you cough when somebody's
Mm.
opening up a candy.
Yeah,
Okay. You're
perfect,
welcome.
thanks.
You're welcome.
I always got my back. How's it going? You're really sore, and I don't know why.
Oh my gosh. Well, I've got exciting news.
Oh, no, I always get scared when you tell me you have exciting news.
No, I don't think you should be scared about
Okay.
this.
Last time you said that, we almost sold our house and moved to the country.
Oh, that's still going to happen. We're still going to do that. But we're going together, so
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
not going to get too scared.
Sure.
No, I have a new personality.
Oh,
I know.
finally.
You always have the personalities.
Yes,
And
you get
this weekend, I found mine.
Your new personality gets to join all of mine.
It does. It does. And I don't know that you'll ever join me on this personality or not, but turns out I love to jet ski.
Oh my gosh.
I knew you would never see that coming.
I did not.
Yeah, I did not either. I have been I have been against it. I once swore off jet skis when I fell off of one, and there were alligators very nearby. I won't go into the whole long story unless you want me to do that for a Patreon perk.
Yeah, no, it's good. I feel like you've told that story. Maybe
Well,
not.
I
Maybe
mean,
not.
I've probably told it a million times with you around in real life. So Patreons, let us know if you've not heard that story.
Yeah, you let us know.
We will definitely tell you, because it's a funny one. But anyway, I swore them off because when I was 20, I fell off one, had a very bad experience. You'll hear all about it if you pay for it.
And you want
We're
it?
so nice. And anyway, my husband last year decided to buy some jet skis, and I kind of rolled my eyes. I'm like, okay, well, there's your fun, because I will never get on another jet ski in my entire life. Well, he kept telling me all weekend long, or all week leading up to this weekend.
Because
we
you went camping. Yeah.
Yes, we went camping this weekend. And I love camping, but I was like, I'm not getting on the jet skis. I'm not. He said, you got me to eat salads. So I feel like if you got me to eat salads, maybe you could just try it. The same way I just tried a salad for you and now I eat them. And then the more he kept saying that metaphor, I'm like, you know what? That is true. Like, there's a lot of things that I push him to do, and he does them. And he does them without any complaining.
Yeah.
And he can say, oh, I don't like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't force it on him anymore, or at least less.
You'll like it this time.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I tried it, Erin, and I've decided I understand what my level of daredevil is.
Okay.
If I can control it,
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Okay.
I do not like it when someone else is in control. So I don't like riding on the back of a jet ski,
Yeah.
and I'm the one, like, I'm just at the mercy of the person driving.
Yeah.
But when I'm driving that jet ski, girl, I am a bad ass on the lake. I have got it going on.
Oh my gosh. I love this personality.
And I am good at it.
I feel like you're going to get a mullet soon.
It might happen. At least a rat tail.
Yes.
Something's going to happen.
I want to see you on it. I want to see you do
It
it.
was fun. I had a really fun time. And then at one point, how cute is this? Miles was on James's and Macy James was on mine.
Oh.
And we were like one of those cute little families that
Oh
you
my
see
gosh.
ride by and you're like, no, how cute. Like, people were like pointing at us. I'm like, I know. I mean, they could have been like, oh, what is she? Has no business being on that jet ski.
Where's her mullet?
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, well, anyway, we were that family.
That's
we were so
amazing.
cute. And I thought, my kids, this is going to be something they're going to remember forever, because Miles was shocked.
Yeah.
He was like, Mom, are you for real? You're really going to do it? I'm like, I'm really going to do this. If anything else, just to shock you, just so that
Who's
one day.
fucking this chicken?
That's right. I got this. So you can say my mom's lame. I'm getting on this jet ski and I'm doing this. And I was good at it.
That's amazing.
I know. I backed up okay. I mean, I did hit the dock at one point. There were 2 times when James was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh, sorry. You wanted me to eat that salad. Remember? You wanted me to try that jet ski." So, but just 2 times. That's not bad.
That's nothing.
I got up to 45 miles per hour on the lake.
Oh my gosh, that feels so fast.
Yeah, he told me, he was like, beginners do 20 miles per hour.
Oh my gosh.
Girl, I was like, I'm feeling it. I'm going for this. I see this wide open lake. I passed his ass up. I'm like, I am doing this.
Oh
Whole
my
time I was
gosh.
thinking, don't flip, don't flip, don't flip. But I did it.
Yeah.
And then I slowed way down and I was like, But
Wow.
yeah, I'm loving it. So I'm like ready. We're already planning our next camping trip.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'm in it. Like, I'm like, this is, and you know what? Here's why. It was just for me. Now, the point when I had Macy James on my lap, I was going slower and that was fun. But in that moment, I'm like, I forgot. I know how to have fun. Like, what has happened to me? Like, there's like this time when I'm like, when I was a kid, I used to do all of this stuff. I used to love it. I used to do somersaults. I'm not going to do those anymore. But I used to do all the daredevil-y stuff. And over time has worn me down. And I think I kind of had this narrative that like, I'm old now, so I can't do these things. I'm the responsible mom working, in the back of my mind. Like, I guess that's just kind of like, nope, you don't get to do that stuff anymore. And then all of a sudden I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? Yeah, I can get out on this jet ski.
That's awesome. And I think it's so
I can't walk today. But I still got on the jet ski yesterday.
Well, good.
Right. I might walk with a cane for the rest of the week, but I'll be fine.
Yeah, by the next camping trip, you'll probably be fine.
Sure. I hope.
I also think it's really good for your kids to see and you have so much fun.
I know. It really was. All around. It was just, and that's, you sent me a text at one point. You're like, when are you coming home? I can't believe you've been gone this long. Don't you miss me? I did miss you. I missed you. I did miss you. I missed you at night around the campfire. I was like, man, I wish Aaron were here. Because James loves the stars. So there's a lot of quiet time. The stars were beautiful, but I'm like, are we going to talk about anything? Or are we just going to look at these stars all night? But that's just my personality, and his personality is a little bit different. He's very more, what is that? Is it retrospective, or he's just introspective?
Introspective sounds right.
Yes. He's a deep thinker. So, he gets out in nature and he wants to just be quiet. And I'm like, you want to crack a joke? You want to tell me something? What are we going to do here? But anyway, so I did miss you.
Good.
But when I was on that jet ski, I was like, this is it.
Oh, well, good.
I had a blast.
Well, when are we going camping?
So I don't know. Well, I would love to plan an adult camping trip. Get these kids out of here. Let's pack some beers in the cooler and let's go on those jet skis.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's legal. Definitely don't think it is. But we'll figure it out.
For later, for after the jet skis.
Once we get to our destination. Now, I don't know how we're going to get back. I don't know if they Uber jet skis.
We'll spend the night there and then drive back in the morning.
There you go.
I will drink the beer. I don't want to get on a jet ski.
Aaron, I think you should.
Oh,
I think it could be your next personality.
I think that
we
all
have
know,
matching personalities finally.
We all know that I am a follower, and
so follow me into this one.
I don't want to lead on a jet ski. I don't want to be on it.
No, the only time I ever led, and I didn't really lead anywhere. It was wide open, and I thought, ooh, I'm gonna just blow his socks off and pass him up right now, because it was just he and I at that point. The kids were back with his dad, and his dad was watching the kids. So I was like, it's just the two of us. He thinks that I'm like still getting my footing. I'm like, I got this. I got this like a mile into it. I'm like, we're good. I figured this out. I know how to do this. I'm going to pass his ass up. So I sure did. And he was laughing. He thought it was so funny.
Aww.
And then I slowed way down. I was like, okay, no, I have no idea where we are. You go ahead.
Well, very cool.
It was great. We had a blast. It was fun start to finish. I mean, there were a couple of meltdowns and, whatnot. I had kids with me, but
Was one of your
fun.
meltdowns about missing me?
Yes,
That's
it
what I
was.
thought. That's what I thought.
Tears on my pillow.
Just need to be sure. Tears on my pillow. How old are you?
There's a song, right?
Yeah.
Tears on my pillow. That's how it goes.
I actually believe it less now that it's a song. Before you sang it, I thought, yeah, maybe. Oh, man.
Anyway, how was your weekend?
Good. I went to a soccer game.
Okay.
I feel like that's all I've done.
Well, that's one of your personalities now. So
Yep.
you're doing good.
Yeah, I am starting. Oh, gosh. I'm starting to think that when I go to the games, we lose.
Ooh.
Which is not great.
Superstitious
because
Aaron
I
coming out.
really like to go.
Yeah.
But I also really like to win. I've been
Well.
once and we won.
Okay. Well, see, there you go.
But I've now been 4 times.
What'd you do when you were there? Did you wear like a hat?
No,
Did you
see,
drink
here's the
2
difference.
beers?
The times that I've won, I've had the real bougie seats. That's my friend's season pass. And the one time that we won, I was up in like the nosebleeds.
Ooh, so you're going to have to be in the nosebleeds every time.
The other one comes with
If
free
only
beer.
superstitions weren't real.
But I'm also kind of like, you're going to stop inviting me. Like,
yeah.
I would stop inviting somebody
like
if
you got
every time they came, we lost.
Bad juju.
We were supposed to really beat this team, and we did not. That's about it. Started watching some show, still avoiding reading Colleen Hoover, but it's on my list to start this week.
When do we?
I'm reading it this week.
Yeah, because when do you have to? I feel like you tell me that every week.
I know, but I really am going to read this.
Because when do you have to ruin this book for me?
I mean, I have until mid-August if necessary.
Okay. And if you don't know what we're talking about, we have a new segment for our Patreons.
Yes, we now Erin Ruins books.
Yes, we've gotten good feedback on the last one.
Yeah, by the time this one comes out, the second one will be about to drop. So
nice.
I think so. Yeah,
I don't really remember what either one of them was about now that I'm thinking back.
I did learn that if I love the book, it's funnier. The Erin Ruins books is funnier, and if I thought the book was fine, I was like, yeah.
It's okay.
It was fine. And I think that episode, it's like you can tell it wasn't my favorite. But I do feel
Don't tell them that. I'm trying to get them to sign up to be a Patreon.
But listen, you never know what I'm going to like and what I'm not going to like. And this book, I also feel like it might go the same way. If I really hate a book, I'll probably really want to talk about it. Like, and then can you believe this happened? Okay. And there's a good chance with the Colleen Hoover book that's going to happen.
You're trying to sell it again.
You know what my darling middle child told me? Yesterday, while I was folding laundry, their laundry, by the way, I do make my kids do a lot of chores, but I don't actually mind folding laundry so much. So I've yet to make this one of their chores. But they came in yesterday and I said, oh, will you just do me a favor? Will you get that last load out of the dryer and bring it up here so I don't have to stop? Because I was like buried in laundry. And they were like, oh, like so complaining. And then they said, well, what do I get out of it? And I said, you get folded laundry, that I fold your laundry.
Right.
And they said, well, I always just unfold it and then fold it the way I like it anyways.
Oh.
It's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And they were like, well, I just like my shirts this way. I'm like, then why am I folding your laundry?
And why have you been watching me for years fold your laundry?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't dislike folding laundry, but it's not like I'm like, yay, it's laundry time. Right. So I'm like, should I just put your stuff in a basket from now? And they're like, I mean, I guess you could. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, totally will.
You ungrateful little bratty child.
Should I tell my laundry story?
What's your laundry story?
Blake.
Oh yeah, you should tell your laundry story.
Oh, this child. So he had like all A's and B's. We'd worked with him all year long to get his grades up. He's a super smart kid, so it's only motivation. Worked hard. When I say we worked hard, as a family, we worked hard to get that child motivated, and it worked, and we got him there. We had a point system. We had the whole thing going. We had motivators. We had rewards, the whole thing. We get to the end of the year. We're almost there. I've been checking that kid's grades every day. The last week, he had a B in visual, or it was not visual art. It was like 3D art or something.
Yeah.
The last few days of school, I get on there and he now has a D. I'm like, I'm pissed at this teacher because I'm like, I've been checking his grades. So there's no way that he could go from a B to a D in 2 days.
Right.
Like what happened in my mind without me knowing. So I fire off an email. I'm like, I respectfully just am questioning what happened here. He went from a B to a D. She said, well, I sent home the pillow. No idea he had this project, by the way. I sent home the pillow that he had sewn because he spilled something on it. And I told him that he would get less points if it had, I told the whole class. And he said he was going to take it home to have it washed. And then to have it washed, right. And then when he did not bring it back clean, he told me, well, it's not my fault my stepmom doesn't do laundry. This isn't an email. This woman emailed this to me.
She was like, oh, I can't wait. I've been hoping you would ask.
Oh, exactly. And I do laundry every day of my life. Every day of my life, I am doing a load of laundry. Yeah, I'm not like Erin. Erin does like all of her laundry on one day.
Friday and Saturday. No, Saturday and Sunday.
I don't like to spend my entire days doing the laundry, so I just do a little bit every day.
don't do my entire days.
I feel like it's a lot.
You just have to go in. Like, you just have to every once in a while go in and switch it over.
Well, I don't know. Anyway, we have different systems and it works for us, for our lifestyles. So, and it's okay that we are different, but you will get on a jet ski one day. So anyway, I'm doing I'm reading this email. I'm getting fired up because I'm like, so I fire back. I'm like, oh, thank you so much for letting me know. This will definitely be addressed. And he absolutely deserved that D, 100%. So please don't change it on anybody's behalf. Thank you for letting me know this information. And then I said, just for a little added information here, I do laundry every day of my life. However, thanks to this incident, I no longer do Blake's. And then she sent back, this was the best parent email I've ever gotten. And I was like, have a great day. And guess what? Never done that child's laundry since. I'm like, oh, I see you. Yeah. I see you trying to throw me under the bus. I would have totally washed his pillow if he had asked me.
Yeah.
No, my friend, you are done.
No.
No more. So my load is lighter.
Oh, I don't like when you say my load.
Oh, laundry load.
I know. It even made sense with laundry, but it's not the first thing I thought.
Oh my gosh, of course it's not. Anyway, do you have a ghost story tonight?
I do.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's real long, and I haven't read a word of it.
Just how Rue likes it.
Sorry, Rue. All right, so my email is from a listener's parent.
Oh, I love this.
But the parent wants to be kept anonymous.
Okay.
So much so that the listener has to be kept anonymous.
Okay, but you're going to tell me, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read what they wrote, but I'm not going to say who it's from.
Okay, perfect.
They say, I don't want to know. No, I gave away a hint. They say.
Oh, you're really bad at this.
I know. It's from my mom and dad, but they definitely want to be anonymous. So they're not saying where they're from or that we're related or that they're related to me.
Or that I'm their daughter.
Megan.
You just said she.
Or a son.
No, you already gave it away. I don't think anybody is going to be able to figure it out by that one clue. I think we're good.
Oh, no. My mom did in the story signing off with her first name, Mary, and you can use that, just no last names.
Perfect.
On rare occasions, the topic of... Oh, this is now from Mary.
Okay.
On rare occasions, the topic of ghosts would pop up in conversation. I would always declare, I am not a ghost person. One evening, I had to reflect on that statement. My husband and I live in a somewhat rural area. We live on 3 wooded acres, and the neighborhood can only be seen at a distance in winter when the leaves have fallen. Oh, I wonder if they have any use for those other 2 acres, and you and I can go move out there.
Ooh, right? We found our country land.
Oh, it's already paid for.
They won't mind.
You can't even see it in the winter.
You know how we like to sleep on people's couches and we just invite ourselves over? They'll be fine. We'll just go ahead and build our house. They won't even know.
Perfect. Okay. I'll be sending this child a message later. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. We have 2.
But we're hinting too. So, I mean, if it's a possibility.
We have 2 grown children who do not live at home anymore. There is history of a 100-plus-year-old county road that crossed the creek behind our property. The county claims there is no record of it, but our deed and the deeds of the neighbors refer to it in the description as the Old Country Road. A portion of this old road we use as our driveway. There was an old house back on the creek and a barn. There is also an old graveyard back on the property. One marker is intact. A doctor born 1838.
Oh my gosh.
And died 1865. Ooh, so young.
Wow.
They're like 32.
Well, back then.
33. Look at my math. That was pretty good.
I wasn't even questioning. I wasn't even doing the math. So I'll go with it. You could be totally wrong.
I also think it's wrong. We're going to move on. I don't think they were 30 yet. 50. No, I'm moving on. All that to say. Yeah,
look,
they weren't 30 yet.
I'm not confident enough for you to say, tell me those years so I can figure it out for you either. So it's fine.
They were
Move
20.
on.
They were 27.
Okay, good job. Good job. So yes, that is young.
That is young. We're not laughing at the fact that they
no,
died.
We're laughing at Aaron's math skills. And
right. You're all allowed to laugh at that.
Yeah.
All that to say, there's a lot of history around our property. We live in a 2-story home that we built 40 years ago. At the back of the house sits our sunroom, which has 3 walls of windows. There are 2 exterior doors on either side of the sunroom. We have 2 chairs which face one of the walls with windows. You will find us in this room in the evenings, sitting in the 2 chairs watching TV.
Oh.
We don't bother closing the curtains at night since we are so secluded. Oh, that's a little scary.
I was thinking a little sexy.
It is a little
Y'all
sexy.
got some things going on.
Sorry, child who's writing in for their parents, but your parents are still doing
you're
it.
just out there, and then you know they get a little frisky from time to time.
Sometimes they're not wearing clothes when they're doing it.
Should we
Just
close the
might
blinds?
happen.
High five.
Mary, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, she's probably gonna let Mary listen to this.
Probably.
Oh, I hope you're fun, Mary.
Mary's probably blushing right now. She's
Of
like,
course, Mary's
"Shush."
fun.
They don't know that? Okay.
And of course, Mary's fun. She's doing things with her blinds wide open.
Right? One dark night, my husband and I, where's this going? One dark night, my husband and I were watching television alone in our home.
Sure you were.
That's what they're calling it these days. We had a light on from the main part of the house, but not in the sunroom, causing the windows to act as sort of a mirror reflection of the sunroom. In the reflection in the window in front of us, I saw movement, which caught my attention. In the window, I saw my husband and myself sitting in our chairs, and directly behind us, I saw a dark figure enter the room from behind where there's no door, and then walk straight through the room behind us and through a closed and locked door. Ooh, that's very scary. The sunroom is 12 feet in width, and the figure moved across the room in less than 5 seconds. I immediately turned to my husband, who was turned in the chair looking behind us with a shocked expression on his face.
So he's already seen it.
Yeah, he turned to look at me, and simultaneously we said, "Did you see that?" I only saw the reflection, but my husband saw it with his own eyes. The dark figure had something like a Sherlock-style hat on. Oh, and a long cloak. That's so cute.
It was Sherlock. Who else could it be?
He didn't seem to acknowledge our presence and seemed to be focused on going somewhere. My husband described him as a middle-aged Caucasian man wearing late 1800s or early 1900s traveling clothes. His facial expression and body posture was at ease. My husband said the presence was intact but slightly translucent. Wow, this is so cool.
So I wonder what made him turn around.
I wonder if he just turned faster, like he maybe saw him walk in and then just immediately turned. It was just real quick about it. He was there, but you could tell he wasn't solid. Somehow the presence didn't scare us. Maybe that was because it happened so fast. My husband states that there wasn't anything to be afraid of because he wasn't sticking around. He was going somewhere. But it sure left us wondering, are there ghosts? We have a habit of locking every door, and we have a security system with outside cameras on it that will ding if a door is opened or a camera detects something. Man, can you just, I've really been picturing our parents this whole time.
Yeah, until that point.
Yeah. Which is gross because we were talking about their sexy time, but our parents were sexy.
They totally did it all the time.
I know.
Come on, y'all.
It was a lot, actually. It was kind of too much.
I mean, good for them. Good for them.
Yeah, I'm happy for them.
Come on.
Yeah, we didn't need to know it. It's fine.
Right.
Okay, but also they did not care about security.
They didn't care about locking doors ever.
Yeah,
their bedroom.
The first time,
no doors in the house
were
locked.
The first time I saw a friend with a house key, I was like, "Why do you have that?"
Yeah.
And they were like, "So I can get in my house." I'm like, "You lock your doors?" Like I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, my kids probably feel the same way.
Yeah, it's so weird. Okay, no doors were ever opened, and there wasn't any motion detected outside of the house. No one else was in the house, and there is no way anyone could have entered without us knowing. It was a very dark night outside, and there was no way this could have been a shadow or a trick of the light. The dark figure was behind us, and there isn't anything that could have caused the shadow in the home, especially the way it moved. I may occasionally have a glass of wine, but I want to point out that I did not have any wine that evening, nor did my husband. Alcohol or drugs were not involved in this supernatural occurrence, LOL.
Well, Mary, I can tell that your daughter or child
Thank you. Thank you.
told you which podcast you're writing into.
They're like, these are all the things they will try to debunk. We had another strange incident that happened in the house 10 years later, but there's a longer story that I'll send in later if you're interested.
Yes.
Oh no, we're sorry about all the sex talk earlier.
Yeah, we're still interested. We'll try to clean up our act next time.
Unless you liked it, in which case, bring it on, girl.
I mean, but no promises either way.
If anyone asks, I would still say I am not a ghost person, but I will say it with a little more hesitation in my voice. Mary.
Mary.
Ooh, what a good story.
So when Mary says, I'm not a ghost person, it's not necessarily the same as I don't believe. It's just like, I don't really like talking about them, or it's not really my thing.
Well, the way from context, I feel like they're saying like, I don't really believe in ghosts. They're not really my thing. I don't really believe in them.
Mm-hmm.
Because now they're hesitating when they say it.
But it is interesting to me that Mary had such an incident like that and is still, even though she hesitates, still says it like that.
It's almost like your past when you had a strong situation.
I don't hesitate though. No, 'cause now I'm like, no, that's something else happened.
Something else magically pulled out my heavy stuck drawer and dumped all my clothes on the floor.
I think maybe we loosened it. Maybe there was little earthquakes.
Sure.
And I didn't feel well. I was in the shower. I don't know.
Sure. Okay. That no one reported.
I don't know
on.
if it happened. And listen, Mary seems like a lovely lady and also seems like she has another story in the bank. So I don't want to ruin those chances of getting that in. So I'm going to have to call this a UFO because if it happened exactly the way these two said, the husband's turned and sees something
translucent.
Translucent. If the husband is saying exactly how it is.
Yeah.
Now, if the slight chance is that he also saw the reflection and then just kind of created that in his mind, whatever it was. My original thought before I knew that the husband actually turned and saw something was that there was something on the outside of the house because the reflection was so strong.
Yeah.
But something passed out there, like outside, like a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Because that could happen. But like somebody was walking outside and that reflection, it messed up the reflection, but it made it seem like it was inside the house.
Yeah. Yeah. I could have seen that, except that old dad was turned around.
Yeah, I mean,
looked right.
Maybe dad's a prankster. Maybe dad's
Sherlock Holmes.
maybe dad's like, a storyteller. He's like, I'm going to make this real exciting, real fast.
Oh my gosh! No, that's amazing.
No, I'm kidding.
It's
Your
a
husband
UFO.
sounds sexy and fun, and you all have a lot of great things happening in that sunroom. So I'm not here to damper on any of it.
Mary's probably like, I will send in the story, but the person who is submitting the story, their child, is like, no
never
more.
again.
You just call my dad sexy.
Hey, he's bringing sexy back. I bet he is a fine looking man. Oh my goodness. My mind he is.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking Tom Selleck kind of. I don't know.
Oh yeah, without the guns.
Oh, I thought you meant like muscles. I'm like, why? Why are we getting rid of Tom Selleck?
No, without his affliction.
No,
he loves guns.
Affliction is against it.
Oh no.
No. So what? He's like one of those. He's like a Trumpster.
I don't know.
Oh shit.
Remember he went on the Rosie O'Donnell show and like they argued.
No,
on her
I don't
show.
remember any of this, Aaron, because I don't watch stuff like that.
Well,
what happened?
She was like, yeah, but you got to support like limiting gun laws. And he was like, I do not as an American, blah, 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 blah.
But you know what? I will say this, just, because of biases and things like that we always have to keep in check. My husband's aunt owns a gun store and she is the most democratic, all for gun, like regulations, everything, but she owns a gun store.
Yeah.
I mean, she's like a walking
That's like
oxymoron.
the type of person who should own a gun store.
It absolutely is.
Pro regulations.
But she was so funny because she hates Trump. And this weekend she was like just going on and on. She goes, and then these people come in there and they're talking it up and they're talking because I own a gun store. They automatically assume I must be pro-Trump. And she's like, and my silence doesn't even faze them. And I'm like, well, Susan, it's time to stop being so silent.
Yeah, right.
But then again, I'm like, well, that's probably all your customer base.
Hey, you're also surrounded by guns. So maybe you do what you got to do.
You know what? Just survive. survive and get some good business in there.
Oh, gosh.
But
scary.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it is.
good for you, Susan. Like, and you're a badass woman owning a gun store.
Yeah.
All
right.
Whatever. But not as long as you're a badass woman owning a gun store who also believes in gun regulation and is not a Trumpster.
Yeah. Those,
check. Now you're a badass.
Okay. You're
Good thing
out.
I have my biases in check. Everything's great. Non-judgmental over here. That's what they call me.
Nailed it.
Mary, great story.
Excellent story, Mary.
Please excuse us being so crude and write in that next story.
Yeah, sorry I talked about a load earlier.
Yeah, there's no forgiving Erin. She is just the worst. Okay, so my story is from the lovely Tanya.
Okay.
And Tanya actually posted this on our actual Facebook, like on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
An entire long story.
Oh, no.
I know, girl. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, Tanya, thank you so much.
Take it down.
And I took it down immediately, but not before I screenshotted it. And I was like, oh, got that. And then I like sent her, I was like, hey, friend, do you mind if we use that for the podcast? And she's like, oh, that's what I meant to do. So no worries.
Listen, there are a lot of podcast pages that are way bigger than us, and they can handle missing a few of those stories so that just the fans read it like that.
Yeah, we're not them.
We are not them. We are always trying to get those stories in. Like when we're huge.
Which will happen because y'all are going to go out there and spread the word about us. So that we can have that podcast loft.
That's right.
That you all so desperately want. Why do they all want a podcast loft so badly? I mean, I know why we want one, but why does everybody else want one?
Probably for the same reason.
Yeah, we'll sound better.
They probably have a husband who has an annoying Bitmoji contraption that's really loud.
So silly. Okay, here we go. So Tanya, this is her story. So my grandparents and aunt all lived in the same house. We grew up on one driveway so that we... Oh, by the way, I have not read this either, Rue. You're welcome. We grew up on one driveway, so we are such a close family. My nanny, in parentheses grandmother, passed away in 2016 after struggling with multiple strokes since 2001.
Oh.
My aunt, I'm going to have to read aunt.
I'm telling you, I don't blame you.
Man, this is sad. My aunt died the next year from complications with COPD from years of heavy smoking. My aunt was always a second mom to me because her son is only a couple of years younger than me, and she constantly took me with them on trips and outings together.
Oh.
In 2021, when I was pregnant with my long-awaited IVF baby, my papaw, in parentheses grandfather, passed away. Man, so sad.
It's so sad. I'm so sorry, Tanya.
I know, it's a lot of loss in such a short amount of time.
Right.
Honestly, it hurt to lose him a few days after my birthday, but also while I was pregnant. We all were happy that he finally was reunited with his sweetheart of 59 years.
Oh.
The house they all lived in was given to my mom in the will, and we have turned it into our craft shop because it doesn't feel right for anyone to live there yet.
Oh.
My daughter has been a frequent visitor to the house since birth. She has spent many hours staring into empty corners, smiling, and as she has gotten older, almost 3 now, she has pointed out my nanny and papaw in pictures that are around the house like she has known them forever.
Oh.
I believe they all helped pick her for us. We are a religious family, but I also kind of believe in reincarnation, and I've had a feeling that she could possibly be my nanny. Nanny couldn't talk well since her second stroke, and my daughter has a speech issue to the point that she is in therapy and barely says 20 words at the most at age 3.
Oh, wow.
I know. We've never seen anyone in the house, but I always tell them hello when I enter the house. My mom, though, has seen my papaw standing in the driveway at my uncle's house.
Huh.
He lives in the middle house between the 3. He was looking at a cabinet my uncle had put at the edge of the driveway, like he was trying to figure out how he could fix it and use it.
Uh-huh.
This was something he did all the time. I would love to see him again. Before my papaw passed away, I had a reoccurring dream of my nanny and aunt passing but not actually realizing they were dead. This all stopped when papaw passed. Oh,
So they had a dream. Say that again, or explain that to me.
She had a reoccurring dream that her nanny and aunt passed away, but they didn't realize that they had died.
Oh,
so like in the dream, she knew they had passed away, but they were still living out life as though everything was fine. But then all of that went away when papaw died.
Oh, like they were waiting for him.
Yeah. I don't know what those dreams were supposed to mean, but they were definitely odd. I have another story that I'll share at another time. Love you, ladies. You can use my name, Tanya.
Oh, perfect.
Tanya, what a beautiful story. And I don't touch it because it's too sentimental.
Yeah, and it's clearly ghosts. So that's hard to change.
I think that it is lovely that you feel surrounded by all of your loved ones.
Yeah, and that's so nice. Like, you know, we have that a little bit with living across the street, but having just all your family right there.
Oh, yeah.
All your families in and out of each other's lives.
Everybody's so close knit and there's so many memories that are built right there.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that's wonderful that you have those experiences, and that's it. That's all I'm going to do with that.
Yeah. I was going to let us skip a TikTok this week, but now I think I'm going to make you do one because
girl,
there's one that is so fitting for that story.
I thought for sure we were going to get out of a TikTok because we're going to be in this bedroom. So I almost put on eyeliner. Because the last 3 ones I've been like, I've just done nothing when I've gone over. I'm like, oh, okay, great. That's why if you ever watch our TikToks, you'll see less and less of my face this summer. I'm like, It's summertime.
There's one
At least in the other ones, I had like my day, like full day. I don't like get like revamped up.
Yeah.
It's just like I've gone to work all day long, but at least I have a little something.
Yeah.
This is like summertime. I'm like, oh, you're lucky that I'm even alive.
Well, yeah, you've been on that jet ski all
I know.
weekend.
That's what I mean.
But there's a TikTok I saved about this woman who's like, I've always thought my daughter was reincarnated from my grandmother. And then she shows her a picture of her grandma, and it's interesting. And I really would like,
all right.
I'm going to make you do one.
Well, and I don't know what I feel about reincarnation. I really don't.
Yeah, I know. It's so
I don't
interesting. Because surely, I know I've said this before.
Like souls have to be recycled at some point.
Yeah, or they like.
Where do they keep coming from?
I know I've said it before in here, but the explanation that they have at the end of What Dreams May Come, not to be confused with the porno
movie.
What Dreams May Come.
It sounded like you said wet
I know,
dreams.
it always does. Oh, what?
It's because you're the one saying it.
What dreams may come?
They really should have thought of that a better title.
Yeah, really. I love that movie. And they choose to go back at the end because they want to. They're like, let's relive life again and see if we find each other again. I just think that's so sweet and so special.
Yeah.
And I like that it's like a choice.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Yeah. So anyways, thank you so much, Tanya, for letting us take it off of Facebook. Don't let that stop you from posting in the future.
Oh, no. Tanya already gave me her second story. She's like, I was in a writing mood and went ahead and wrote it. So I've got our next story.
Oh, girl. I love to see it. All right. Well, it's time for your fan favorite. Do you have one?
I do. Thanks to you.
Oh, you are welcome. It's me.
No, it's not Erin. It's definitely not Erin. I mean, I love Erin, but she's not my fan favorite because she hates this segment.
I don't hate this segment. Look at me helping you.
So this week's fan favorite is the one, the only, the miraculous Miranda.
Ah, legend.
Yes, she is a legend. That is a great word for her. We love Miranda. Miranda is actually the one who started our first live episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So big kudos to her. We made her a fan favorite that night, but it was very much on the spot and she didn't really get to plug anything that she wanted to say. So we're looping back around because guess what Miranda did? She got her t-shirt order in time.
Oh, love it. Yeah, if you're listening to this now, you're too late. Sorry.
Oh, man.
But, if enough people are like, please, 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 we
Right.
have
Once
to do a
those
second
shirts
order.
start circulating around.
Right? Everyone's going to want one.
Pictures start flowing. They start getting up on our Facebook page and Instagram because y'all should put those up there.
Yeah, and our fans start doing things to get them on the news while wearing the shirts. Do what you got to do, people.
Yeah, whatever is necessary, but we are not also condoning anything illegal.
Yeah, I mean, we're not responsible, but if you are going to do something, be wearing a shirt.
Yeah, in your mugshot.
Unless it's something really bad.
Oh, yeah. If we're not
if you're going to do something fun, like, listen, you know what I've always wanted to do?
Fun, illegal stuff? Like what?
I've always wanted to put soap in a fountain in the front of a neighborhood. Like
just when I think I know you.
Spray dish soap in a fountain.
Just
you know
for
what?
The shits and giggles of it.
Because it makes bubbles and the bubbles fly everywhere.
Yeah.
I think that's hilarious and harmless. And I said that once to Dad, and he's like, well, that's an act of terrorism. I was like, that feels aggressive.
Terrorism.
It's bubbles.
Holy cow. I mean, maybe I would say like a form of like graffiti in some way or like.
Yeah, no, he said terrorism. So I've never done it, but I've always wanted to. There's never been a fountain I've passed where I haven't thought of the best way to put bubbles in it. And I've never done it.
Again, I just did not know this about you.
I think about it all the time.
Oh, there's that. Back to Miranda. Okay. So Miranda is the lovely, I mean, she's amazing. She's just wonderful. I can't even go. I'm just going to go on and on and on if I start.
Yeah.
And so, of course, when I was scrambling at the last minute to get a fan favorite, because I have been on a jet ski living my best life and my new personality all weekend long, I don't have time for all these fans out there. I'm kidding. I really just forgot. So, of course, Miranda called me on my bullshit right away. I'm like, hey, girl, remember back when you were our live show? We didn't really get you. She's like, are you recording right now? I'm like, yep. She's like, slacker. But she gave us something to promote. So here it is. And this is in honor of Miranda, who is amazing. And it is Apron Inc. And it is the mission of Apron Inc. is to provide temporary limited financial relief to professional food and beverage workers in the Louisville, Kentucky metro area who work at locally owned establishments and who are experiencing financial distress due to illness, accident, emergency, or catastrophic events through no fault of their own.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of like, servers, they don't get benefits.
Yeah. If you're not working, you're not getting paid.
That's right. So what happens if like all of a sudden you get cancer and you're a server? What do you do then? So what a beautiful organization.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Absolutely. So if you are looking for somewhere to donate your hard-earned money to help promote things out there that need.
Yeah, now that our shirts are done, the sales are done.
Yeah, right. Now you know where to direct your money. So what a beautiful organization to go out there and support.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then she said that's for all of her Louisville service industry peeps, because she has been in the service industry for many, many years here in Louisville, but now she is located in New Orleans. So that's incredible.
Did you say here in New Orleans? No, you didn't.
I don't think I did.
No,
but if
you
I
didn't.
did,
I don't think you did.
It was
in New Orleans,
thinking.
Where I wish I could go so soon.
Oh man, it's the best.
I think that's where Kevin and I need to go on our 20th anniversary.
Oh, you all so should. And Miranda, she'll take you around. She'll take you on tours. She'll give you the best Irish coffees, take you to local places.
I lied, because that's 3 years from now. Maybe
you don't want to wait that long.
On our next, I don't know, extended break. I would really like to go to New Orleans.
What if we go for our 44th anniversary? Meaning my birthday.
It's like, that's a really long time for you. Your 44th anniversary of life.
Of my life.
Oh, that's in only a few weeks.
As your sister. I guess do the math there, because.
Yeah, you haven't been my sister that long.
For your 40th year as my sister.
Oh, that's in November.
That's a
thought. That would be fun for anybody who wants to go to New Orleans for my birthday.
Right.
But who's not a child of mine.
That would be amazing.
All right.
Who's not a child of mine. Love it. All right. Well, Miranda, thank you so much for always being a fan, always being a favorite.
Always being a favorite, for sure.
Absolutely. We love you so much. Thanks for getting my back.
Yeah. Yep. I wanted to make a dirty joke there, but I couldn't quite make it. I couldn't quite
Miranda
get there.
would appreciate it.
Yeah, she would have. That's why I wanted to bring it out there for her. Mm-hmm. I'm always trying to bring stuff out for Miranda. Anyways, thank you guys for listening tonight. If you would like to check out our website, go to myskepticalsister.com, where you can find out how to become a Patreon for $3 a month. We'll get you a sticker, a magnet. It will get you bonus content weekly. And for $5 a month, you get all that plus our once a month movie nights. You can write your stories in at the website, or you can write those into myskepticalsister@gmail.com. You can find our P.O. box there. You can rate, review, subscribe wherever you listen. Tell your friends about us, get their stories.
Yeah,
like
make us big.
That's right. Like our anonymous person got their parents' story. Do that.
That's right. Please.
Let me see. You can follow our socials. We've got Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. And I think, Buy Me a Coffee. You can go to Buy Me a Coffee. Merch sales are done for right now, except for the magnets and stickers. So if you didn't get one of those, you can send that in there and get you one of those.
And once these go, if everybody loves them, we might do it again.
Yeah, that'd be great. I can't wait to order mine. I'm actually really pumped.
You just missed the deadline, Erin.
I got the hookup.
Oh,
I'm still going to get mine. Okay. We're good. We're still recording. We have until midnight, but this is the pass for you all. Okay. You all are screwed. Sorry. Unless you already ordered them, in which case, thank you all so much for ordering.
Thank you. I bet they look great. They look fabulous on you.
Yeah, you look so cute. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, we love you guys, and we will talk to you next week.
Au revoir. It's New Orleans. It's Creole.
Yeah, but there's no way you haven't said au revoir. Are you just giving up on not repeating them?
No. You prove it. You prove it right now that I've said it. And listen, you feel that way. I bet nobody out there is going, I think she has said au revoir before.
Okay, good night.
Au revoir.
La 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 la.
I'm dropping the mic. Literally. Wait a minute.
The country or the county?
County. Thank you. I'm going to read that whole part again.
I thought, boy, the whole country.
Country is
the
very
country of the
invested.
United States cares about this little tiny road. Okay, that's weird. I don't hear anybody crying.
Okay.
So let's keep going.
Get some close-up mic sound on Ellie.